Hi guys, Bill Jordan here. I'm at 201-790-3368. I do candid video interviews. If you're a painter, sculptor, or a candlestick maker, this is where you need to be. People buy from people they know. And the best way for them to know you is with my candid video interview. You think about sparrows, especially in the wintertime. Sparrows don't seem to go anywhere. They stay around. They freeze, but they don't die. You know, you see them on the telephone wires. They're up there, doing their thing on the trees. And the thing about it is despite the fact that it's so cold and there's snow and stuff, God provides for them. They survive some kind of way. How is that possible, really? You think about it? Remember when I was about like 25, 26 or so, when I was living in LA, and I was way out of sorts with myself. I was living above my means, and I was really screwed up, man. And I was in my car, and I was, really kind of depressed because I didn't have a lot of money, and I was just messed up. But I saw these sparrows, and it made me think, like, well, gee whiz, man. If God takes care of the sparrows, He'll take care of me too, right? I think that's somewhere in the Bible or some book or something. I don't know, but the sparrows, and it's like knowing how, right? To read the land, to know what's important, to read the signs, It's like it's in our heads. The daily thing that we face every day, we're going to have enough of this, enough of that. And the sparrows seem to make out okay. How's that? And the sparrows are just a metaphor, of course. You know what I mean? You could look at all types of other animals. The little cats that run around the streets that no one owns. They don't belong to anybody, but they make it. The dogs. Yet I can't say we, but for me as a human being, I've had a lot of trials and tribulations with that thing about survival in my head, thinking about how am I going to do this? When in actuality, it seems like it's already there if I just know how to read or see or feel. Is that like anything with you? Do you experience that? I'd like to know. Let's talk about it. Call me on 201-790-3368. Tell your story like it is. I got a post today from a guy. And I'm going to speak on this because it's really, he's really right. He's a Native American guy. And he says, he doesn't like the classic Westerns, particularly the ones, he doesn't like the ones where they make the Native Americans look like savages. They're always bad. For example, the notion of scalping, that wasn't native. That was a French tactic. The Frenchmen started that, right? And in retaliation, the natives took it. But that was not a native habit. It was a French tactic. But of course, since we don't know or don't care, that we're trying to set the record straight here, right? And you always see these movies where and it's stupid, right? Why would the Indians, the native people rather, I won't call them Indians, why would the natives run around the covered wagons in a circle? Well, it's because the covered wagons circled up. But why would they do the same thing on a building that's stationary? It doesn't make sense. Why wouldn't they do incremental steps? Because they were smart guys. It's a contradiction. Tell you how smart they were, what great warriors they were. But in the movies, a 2-year-old kid can fire, a settler, a 2-year-old kid, he can, fire the gun and kill 1 million natives. And I agree with the guy, Sean. He's right on point. And I think we need to look at that in terms of our perspectives of life. Why would you dislike the Native American guy? He was here first. He was killed off so other folks could take the land. Yet he's denigrated. He's seen as some type of less than. And, and I should give this guy a shout out. I think I will do that tomorrow. Give him a shout out, show you some of his work. Does good work. He's got skills. Nevertheless, tied into the topic that I had yesterday, which I took down about, the Japanese internment and all that kind of stuff. These are things that to me are repulsive. They're not American, although some people claim that it's okay to be that way by the right of conquest, which I don't think that makes any sense to me. it's wrong, But as an artist, how do you reconcile that? Does that, ring a bell for you in any way? Does that in any way impact your work or what you do? Does that impact your making of bowls of fruit or flowers? And if it does, how does it impact your bowls of fruit or your statues or whatever you're making? Man, it's like the karmic debt is heavy. If you don't pay attention to it. Like, how can you live in the fact knowing that this country throws away more food than some countries, eat up in a year? We do that in one day. I know we don't want to talk about that. It's not popular, but hey, what else you want to talk about? Politics? My name is Bill Jordan. I'm at 201-790-3368. Give me a call so we can do a candid video interview with you so people get to know you on the soul level, to market your work. And not only about the commercial aspect, it's just a good way for you to learn about yourself. Because, as we said in the prior post, once you know yourself, there are two key elements in doing your work. Not about all this drawing and studying the different colors, and that's okay. But if you don't know who you are, all that stuff means nothing. It's just superficial crap. And unfortunately, there's a lot of that going around. Why do I say that? It's obvious. I'm at 201-790-3368. My name is Bill like Clinton, Jordan like Michael. Peace out.